Ryan here. Hope you guys are doing great. So here I am with another Geeky Gear chat. This time around, I have Emilio Souto from Skiltron. He is the lead guitarist and the producer from the band. And, you should check these guys out if you are into, metal and bagpipes. You should definitely check these guys out. So Skiltron are an Argentinian folk metal band currently based in Finland. So we're going to talk about, guitars and pedals and all that cool stuff. If you are into such videos, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. So let's dive right into this. Hey, man, first of all, thank you for taking the time and having this chat with me. I really do appreciate it. So before we talk about guitars and pedal boards and amps, I know I keep repeating all that cool things. So tell us a bit about yourself, man. Let's start there.
Hey, Ryan, and thank you for having me here also. Well, as you have said, Skiltron is a band from Argentina. It was originally from Argentina. Now it's a kind of based in Finland, but I would rather say like all over the place still. But as most of the members are now in Finland, which actually only one is from Finland. But then we have the bass player in Spain, which is also Argentinian, living in Madrid right now. And our bagpiper is from France, and he lives in France.
So basically all over Europe, right?
Yeah, but we are like, at this point, we are used to that. Some people say, how you can even rehearse and that, but we have been doing this like this for years now, and it's not a problem. Well, the thing is that when we have to play, when we have tours, we get together a couple of days before to rehearsal, but everybody practices at home. That's a reality. Yeah. And sometimes we just meet on the shows, and that's it. Like we've been doing lately. We were lucky enough to play 2 shows last year.
Yeah.
Against all the odds. And one was in Belgium, one was in Switzerland, and we just did that. Like we met there and make sure to practice at home.
So what made you guys decide to incorporate bagpipes with your music?
Yeah, that's a classic question, and there's not much mystery apart. It's like something I really liked it. I like the power and the history of the instrument, and I thought it was going to be cool. And there's not much mystery, It's like something that I like, and say why not,
Sounds awesome, man. So let's dive right into guitars, man. So what would be your main brand of guitars that you actually use on whether it's a live gig or in the studio? What is your main axe?
Well, I've been lucky enough, like recently in the last couple of years, I was endorsed by ESP Guitars, which awesome. I've been using before getting the endorsement deal. So that's great. And that's the ones I'm using right now. I'm very happy with that.
Cool. And is there anything you do any kind of mods on your guitars, man? Or is it all stock?
Yeah, well, I like mainly the Horizon, like a Straton shape. And I also have one Eclipse, but I don't really use that one. I like how it looks, but I don't know. I don't. It doesn't fit for me live, at least. I use it at home. I have used it to record the new album. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm like how I would say, like too used to get that Horizon Strato shape. Yeah, and that's what I like. Yeah.
So do you what brand of strings do you use, man? What gauge and stuff?
Yeah, I use and I've been using like for as long as I can remember Ernie Ball, like regular 010.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah. Cool. Any do you have any preference of picks that you use?
Well, actually, I had this one in my hand. It's the only pick. Of course, I can pick with that, but the only one that I feel 100% comfortable, which is Dunlop 2 millimeters.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is thick, man.
that how do you call it? The grip? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Grip
Yeah.
one. Yeah, no, because they have also the 2 millimeter, which is the purple one with the turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of slip like. Yeah, so the grip is the one I like, and is the only one I can use and feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah.
Of course, for acoustic ones, I use maybe 1.0, something like that, 1 millimeter.
Mine is not that thick, man. It's
0.8.
like one of those Dunlop ones. It's very hard.
Also, you know what's fun? I will show you this. We have the
that gets there or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not gonna. There you go. There you go.
Skiltron guitar picks here.
Cool.
By Intune GP, which we have endorsement.
Yeah.
And the thing is that the 2 millimeters that they do, they are not exactly the same shape that I'm used to use. So we have them for, like for gift and just to give away, but it's not the ones that I really use.
Okay, that's a shame, man. So can you not actually get it to, get Intune GP to actually make it precisely like you wanted?
Well,
is it like a standard size that they have and they just
maybe I think that's the case. Yeah, that they have that. It's not the size. It's like this don't have like more like a rounded shape on the edges. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you, man. I get you. So would you say, do you play hard? Like when you're doing any chugging or riffing, do you put a lot of pressure? Is that why you're using a thick pick?
Yeah, and I like when I'm playing like riff, even solos and everything. Yeah, I don't like that kind of those picks that you can actually feel that they are bending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like that for acoustic. Yeah. But for electric, I like this solid thing.
Sounds great, man. So what is do you use any valve amps, or are you into modelers?
Well, I love Marshall. I always have loved them. I've been trying everything that now people use, like Angle, MS and Deezer and all that. But I don't know. I'm just like too used to the Marshall. It's like the same with the picks and the same with the strings. Once I find the one I like, it's like really hard to get out of that way.
Yeah. If it works, man, that's all that matters, right?
Man. Yeah, exactly. The Marshall, the classic, the JTM.
Yeah.
Like some people, it's like how it works with all these brands and all this, like you love it or hate it. And it's like there's people that there's nothing like this. And there's people that even in the riders, they write like, no Marshalls, please, So it's and well, I have one of those. But it's, when we are playing, especially when we are playing single shows or off festivals or things like that, it's very hard to get it with me. I don't even have it with me. It is in France right now.
Yeah.
And because before the last tour, after the last tour, we were actually able to play, which in February 2020, all our gear went there. So it's there in a deposit or something. And and after that, they say, okay, it will be better to just get something more practical to tour with. Yeah. So I got this GT 1000 Core by Boss.
All right.
So I put it into my pedal board, which is a very simple pedal board. I don't really have I'm not also like a big fan of effects and everything. I just have a wah pedal. That's it.
So what made you decide on getting a Boss rather than, the big other options? What made you decide? Like there's Line 6, Axe Effects, Kempers and all that stuff.
Yeah, Kemper is also a little bit bigger, so it's not as easy. Of course, it's smaller than a real amp, but still. Yeah. So I wanted something like more practical that I can put into the pedal board, and that's it. So I don't know. I came up with this one. I saw some reviews online. It's okay. So I went to the music store. I tried for a little bit. I say, okay, it's not the sound of the real amp, but it's good enough.
Cool.
And the pros are like better because okay, I don't have the exact sound that I want, but in terms of practicity, is much better. So okay, I just go with that. Of course, if we have like in the future a long tour or something, I try to come with the amp and everything, and the amplifier and the head. That's what I mean.
Yeah, cool, man. So in a live situation, are your guitars, do you use any kind of wireless systems?
Yes, I'm using wireless by Line 6 right now.
Cool.
Been using it for a while. And apart, one time in Switzerland that I had problems with the frequency. And I knew that after playing the show, it was like, I couldn't use it because on the sound I thought, okay, there's something wrong. So I just went with the cable. And then it says, actually, the frequency that you are using is a forbidden frequency in Switzerland. So, okay.
All right.
I didn't know that. Sorry. But apart from that, I didn't have any problem. Always worked good.
Cool, man. And does the whole band, do you guys like use wireless system for guitars and in-ears or anything like that?
Yeah, we also have endorsement by X-Vive.
All right, cool.
Like, it's like a new coming like a wireless and company, and they also have other kind of accessories. And some of the guys, they're using that. But we are all using in-ears and wireless systems.
Cool, man. So when you're recording, say for a track or an album for Skiltron, do you use valve amps then, and do you use anything to do with your boss, that actually ends up on the record?
No, well, for the record, I do a different thing. That is, I record all the tracks at home and then reamp on a studio.
All right, cool, man. So what do you use for reamping?
For the last one, I used Marshall, of course, and just by the recording engineer that was very insisting, I just put another line of the same reamp with Engo, which I wasn't like kind of not sure to use it, but okay, maybe if you put one on top of the other and together we'll have it. And okay, the result was good, but I wouldn't use it as the only amp.
Cool.
So we have we have 4 lines actually, so it's like 2 stereos.
All right. Awesome, man. So it's like more like a quad tracking. That's what I'm getting from
it. Like what I mean, I play exactly the same 4 times. So 2 stereos, and we did 1 stereo with the Marshall and 1 stereo with the Engo. That's what I mean.
Cool. Do you actually, when you're doing those quad tracking, do you use single coils at any point, just for single coil pickups? Do you use that at all?
Do you mean like playing like
note by note? And say, you're using say for the Marshalls, you're using a humbucker on left and right, and then would you, think maybe a single coil for the next tracking?
Not really, no. I try to do it. No, but what I use, sorry, I forgot one detail. I use 2 different guitars. So it's 1 stereo with one guitar and 2 stereo with the other guitar. I told you about the Eclipse before, so I use like my main guitar and then the Eclipse one.
Awesome, man. Cool. So during the whole writing process for Skiltron, would you say you're the main guy who comes up with the majority of ideas, and you take it to the band, rehearse, and how does it all work with Skiltron?
Well, it's been like that since the beginning. Basically, when I started the band, it was like more like a project. We even released the first album before even playing live. So we have like that kind of way to work. And it works good. So basically, what I do is when I write the songs, I just send the part to the guys, and they might have suggestion. What about this here? What about? And then we came with the final result, and everybody's happy.
Cool. So at the end of it all, when you kind of rehearsed, would you guys go into a big studio and record the whole album or a single? Is that the process?
No, actually, no. It's like kind of different process than usual. For example, I will take as example the new album that we are hoping to release this year. So what we did is we started with the drums, and we recorded in one studio. Then the bass was recorded in Madrid. Then I did the tracks at home, and then reamp on a studio in Argentina.
Awesome.
Then we did the bagpipes. We were in another studio in France, and the vocals were the last we did in another studio in Finland, different studio than we did the drums. So it's like,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that so crazy.
It's just, but it's it's not that hard as it looks like, because it's just put all the tracks together, and
yeah.
It's to say, doesn't matter where they came from,
So who gets the final say? Who, do you guys use like a mix engineer that you're used to, and who gets the final say? Like, it sounds like Skiltron now, and then you send it for mastering.
Yeah, well, right now we are mastering the album in Argentina.
Yeah,
I mean, we are like kind of working like this online and check the samples and everything. Actually, I'm gonna go to Argentina soon, just to give the final touches here and there,
Cool.
But the guy that we are working with from this studio in Buenos Aires, the studio is called La Nave de Osberg, which is Osberg ship. It's a Viking ship, which is in Norway.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this guy was working with this my friend, like we've been friends like I don't know for 20 years or more, and he was working with us since the very beginning. So he knows exactly what I want. He knows how this has to sound and everything.
Yeah.
So he knows me very well, and okay, what about this? And he knows exactly what I'm. So it's like kind of engineer, co-producer, something like that.
Yeah. So here's a cool one. I think so. Anyhow, I asked this to pretty much all guitarists. So if you're working on a single, and you need like a minute solo, do you need to like go away and work on that solo by yourself, or do you kind of come up with a solo on the spot while you're tracking?
Do you mean during the recording process?
Yeah, definitely in the recording process, man.
Or when the song is being writing.
Yeah, so you're tracking, right? You're tracking, and unless you've already decided when you're writing, during the writing process, that you actually, there's a 1 minute solo in the track, and I've already written it, or do you change it in between when it's about to be finalized?
No, when I'm going to record, I'm already like at least 90% sure of what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I record everything guitar related and everything. I record it alone at home, just I'm playing and recording at the same time. So it's I can do whatever I want, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And no, what happened many times is that, okay, I have this melody for solos, whatever, but then I realize, it will be cool to put a harmony here and there, and that it can come after the song is wrote. So but mostly I already know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm not that kind of impro guy that goes to the studio and say, okay, just play the track, and I'm like more structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, structure based. You know exactly what's coming.
I don't know. For example, we have also bagpipe solo on the songs and everything, but I like to think about the solos, at least for my songs, as a part of the song that is not like, okay, now it's my time to put some. It's like part of the song. It's a melody that goes along with the song and gives something to the song, not just a isolated thing that appears out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I like when there's something that it goes good with the song, and that's what I prepare. I like to think the solos that more or less a melody thing.
Yeah.
That like just like a traditional solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So earlier on, off camera, you were saying your latest single is being mixed right now, and there is a new album coming out as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that, as much as you can, man?
Well, not the single, just the whole album is being mixed right now.
All right, cool.
I don't know. Yeah, there's some kind of confusion because we put that this Sunday. Actually, we are filming this. I don't know when it's going to be aired, but we are filming this on February the 4th. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the Sunday the 6th, this Sunday, we are going to make a live streaming to introduce our new singer.
Awesome.
Which still remains a mystery. So, but people thought when they saw that it was going to be like a new single online and everything. No, it's just going to be a chat with the guy talking about, I don't know, his background and everything. And so that's what we are going to do. But yeah, as I was saying, the whole album is being mixed right now. We are hoping to have it, I don't know, let's say in a month time, something like that. And it will be released this year, but I don't know exactly at what point, but finally, because we were recording for a long, well, it's been recorded the complete recording it has been done like a while ago, apart from the vocals that we did it like during November, December.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of the change of the singer and all this COVID situation that we weren't able to go to the studio and things like that, it took more time than usual. But no complaints because we are very happy with the result, and even when it's mixed and everything, it's gonna be killer album, you know.
Yeah, is it still going to be that Skiltron sound that we are used to, or is it heavier? Anything we can get.
You know, the style is basically the same. You know, I don't like. You know, there's something that happens always that, you know, when you keep loyal to your style, there's people always complain. It doesn't matter what you do. So if it's like your style, say, oh yeah, but it's the same style. Well, yeah, because it's the same band, you know. if I want to do something different, I will do another band. And you know, there's also cases that some bands, they change their style radically, and they say, oh, they should go back to the roots. You know, so it's always something, you know.
Yeah. So while you're, tracking guitars, for the album, is there any kind of tips or tricks you would like to share for, beginners, what not to do and what to do while tracking, or to be prepared and all that kind of stuff?
Don't really know, because I think that everyone should find their own way to do things. So, maybe something that they work for me, they are not going to work for somebody else. And I don't know, maybe the way you record is not going to work for me. You know, it's like, I think it's about what everybody feels comfortable. And I don't know. I like to, as I told you before, I like to do everything alone. Like take as much time as I want. But what I can definitely say is that recording at home and then you definitely save money and time in studio, I mean. But for example, I don't know, I have a friend that he doesn't like to do that because he wants to listen to the real amp on real time, and have that live feedback that you get from the amp when you are playing live. But I don't know. I think it's about what everybody feels comfortable about.
Cool. I totally get you, man, because I do everything pretty much. All the guitars is done in this environment here. And, I totally understand what you mean. All the time in the world to track those solos and chord tracking and all that stuff. Totally get that, man. So what is the gigging situation like, for Skiltron? Are you guys coming out over to the UK anytime soon?
Well, we will love that. It's not as easy as it was before for two reasons, which one is
of course, man,
COVID situation, and also Brexit, that it fucked up things like pretty much for touring and everything. But we will love that because we have played. I think we have played in the UK actually more than in the rest of Europe, or at least equally.
Yeah,
and it's been always great. We've been playing like basically all over, like down to, I don't remember what was a town we played, like very south once. It was some years ago, but like just by the English channel. I don't remember the name of town. And we have played even like to Inverness, so like all over the island, basically. So, and always it was like a very good experience. So we hope whenever it's possible to go back. And for the rest, we were used to have some gigs in April.
Yeah.
In Germany, in the Netherlands, in Belgium, but I don't know it's very uncertain what's the situation right now with that.
Yeah.
And in May now we are going to France, hopefully also.
Yeah.
And then we have like a couple of summer festivals, which were supposed to happen 2 years ago. Then they were rescheduled 2021, now 22. It's nothing that we haven't announced before, because they were like there for 2 years now. They've just been rescheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's more or less what we have now. Hopefully,
cool, man.
There's more to go. Actually, we have a new touring agency now, which is Rock the Nations.
All right.
It's very good. And yeah, we are hoping to get like more gigs and tours and festivals with them.
Well, hopefully see you guys in the UK soon, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
So this has been an incredibly cool chat, man. I can't thank you enough. So before we end this, do you want to give a shout out to any of your fans or, your endorsees or anything like that?
Well, yeah, especially to the fans that they were like, so, during the pandemic, we did a crowdfunding campaign, and we were even over 100% of the campaign. So the support of the fans during this time was amazing. And we are like so humble about that and overwhelming that we don't even have enough words to thank them. And we really hope to see all of them on tour soon. And yeah, and I hope when we release a new album that you liked also.
So thanks a lot, man. And I really do appreciate your time. So I'll catch you out on the road soon, man. Take care.
Thank you, Ryan. Bye.